Okay, V. Come on in. Pizza's getting cold. We're in the kitchen.
You made it. Good. Grab a seat. This is Roxanne. She's worked at Clouds longer than any of us.
Hello.
Respect. A feat in itself from what I've seen of the place.
Just been lucky, I guess.
Just eat the free pizza and then we're out of here, okay?
How are ya?
Okay, I guess, but, you know, sad as hell.
Were you and Evelyn close?
Yeah, blew up in her face when she showed up back at Clouds. She was supposed to be long gone, the one who got away. But deep in my heart, I was glad to see her back. Feel like such a gunk now.
You'll never get rid of the stench of the corpse. You drop a lot of them, don't you? What's your secret?
So changed your mind, huh? Quickly, too.
I'm here. Doubt I need to explain why.
Now here's the thing. Gonna insist you explain. If we're to pull this off, I need to be sure you're all in. And know why you're all in.
You don't know the first thing about Clouds, do you? You know Misato and the other Tiger Claw bosses see and hear everything that goes on there. I didn't get this far by shouting all my plans from the window.
Done saying hello to each other? Revolution won't plan itself. I modified the behavioral chip. It can equip any doll with a motor reflex system. In other words, make the doll move and fight like a Prime-tier solo.
Fascinating, isn't it? What one can learn while tuning fake orgasms for the Moxes.
Mind stepping outside? Can't smoke in here.
You'll air it out later. Fine, I'll sit by the window.
The body will react as if executing a well-trained series of movements. Already tested it out on Tom. Chip's impulses supplant any natural reflexes, so it'll make users feel like they're experiencing cyberpsychosis.
But it's basically the same as when we activate ourselves for a client.
Tech that's all pros and no cons. I don't buy it. Side effects, spill them.
Combat mode auto-initiates when a threat is present, and there's no way to stop it. Can't find a workaround.
And that's it.
I don't know. Only way to determine that'd be through months of testing on a range of subjects.
There's an ethical side too. You can murder someone and not remember a thing.
Solo skills don't lie in just executing movements. There are split-second processes that happen. Logistics, decision-making. Result of years of practice. Doubt your chip's capable of compensating for that.
You're probably right. But I don't see another way. Alternative's intensive training, but we don't have time for that.
How did you ever come up with this?
Learned how the behavioral chip works at Clouds. Always seemed like they must be pretty easy to modify. I'm surprised I didn't get the idea the moment we walked into Maiko's office.
Count yourself lucky. What with all the cams and mics and Clouds? Tiger Claws would sooner dig those chips out of the dolls with screwdrivers than let an idea like this run its course.
Alright. Gotta see it to believe it.
Finally, someone said it.
Tom? Pulled that sequence from a kung fu training virtue.
Gotta admit, not bad.
Yeah, for the Market Square in Kabuki. Before we start talking serious biz, gonna need to see serious action.
You just saw him.
I saw a bar trick. I want to see a fight. Got an expert in causing bodily harm among us. I want to see how Tommy handles her.
V? Just don't mess up my digs, okay? I like it here.
It's on now!
What the? Ah! You there? Can you hear me?
Ha! Look at me go! You see that? Woo! Gotta do some cardio!
Happy now?
I'm rarely happy, but that was proof enough. Let's get to it then. You've got an elite force of 3 muscleheads and a techie. What now?
Guards and tiger claws in and around will overpower, take down, disarm, escort them out. Clouds will be ours. Bosses, we'll give an ultimatum. A cut of the proceeds in exchange for never showing their faces at the club again. And having no say in how the club's managed.
That's what I thought. A half-baked, insane plan. You can't see more than an inch ahead of you. Taking out the security there won't solve anything. Claws will just send more. Hiromi Sato is the man you gotta get to.
Hiromi Sato? Who's that?
Cloud's real boss. He rarely shows, but you can't so much as sneeze without him finding out. Claws trust him, respect his opinion. He is one of them. We can try to convince him, but it's doubtful. We stand a better chance by injecting him with a dose of fear.
Where do we find this Hiromi?
At his apartment, H8 Mega Tower, topmost floor. It's a penthouse, almost never steps outside its glass walls. But I'll figure out a way to get us inside.
This just might work. If we get him in his apartment where he thinks he's completely safe, bosses will understand what we're looking to demonstrate.
My, there's a flickering in that skull sponge of yours after all.
So how about it, V, Tom, Roxy? Made up your minds?
I need to think about it. Never wasted anyone before, you know.
I'm with it all the way.
V?
Don't tell me you're seriously considering this. Sticking our precious necks out for a bunch of whores?
Count me in, Judy. Already said I'd help, didn't I?
Thanks, V.
Save the gratitude for later, please.
Oh,
I'll
shit,
set up
not
to meet
good.
with Hiromi and let you know. I need a couple days. Have fun. Toodaloo.
Michael, hold up. Give us a lift.
Only if you don't talk to me. I feel a migraine coming on.
Shit. I'm scared, V. Speaking of gratitude, stuff I'm asking you to do, well, usually comes with a price tag, I know. You want to help, I get that. But I'm more than happy to pay your fee in full. Feels like it's only right.
Judy! For real? No. Don't want to hear it.
But
Not a word.
V, everything okay? V, you don't look so hot.
Okay. Okay, I'm better. Fine.
What the hell, V? You, like, sick?
Remember the heist Evelyn hired us for? The relic I was gonna club?
Couldn't forget that in a million years.
That biochip? Well, long story short, it had Johnny Silverhand's mind on it. An engram of it that's overriding my mind.
You being serious?
Truly wish I wasn't.
Fuck. Anything at all you can do?
One can hope.
It's late. You're tired. You can crash on my couch if you want.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Don't worry about it. Make yourself at home.
Interesting.
Place looks like a fucking antique museum.
I guess you should feel right at home.
Chick's got taste. Except for one thing.
And what's that?
Way she looks at you. Don't pretend you haven't noticed. Makes you all mushy inside. I can feel it.
Didn't know she dabbled in robotics.
Now that's fucking Shimra. Think that's how she winds down?
After a day's work of tuning hardcore smut? Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, well.
The Bushido collection in BD format.
First three are collector's items nowadays.
Has announced its latest recipient, Virginia Grantchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of
Someone likes getting their feet wet.
Don't need to be an expert to tell the gear's pro.
Who would have thought?
Perilous future. Electropunk? I'd rather puke out my ears.